Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the screenplay that didn't just tell a story, it completely redefined a genre. Of course, I'm talking about Scream. We're going to deconstruct that incredible first act by Kevin Williamson, a script that's less a story and more, well, a perfectly engineered machine designed to terrify.
And it all kicks off with the most ordinary word you can imagine, a simple greeting. You see a young girl, Casey Becker, just making some popcorn. It's this completely innocent, everyday moment, but it's masking something much, much darker that's about to unfold.
And right there, that's the first little seed of uncertainty being planted. It's a wrong number, just a simple mistake. Or is it? Because when the caller dials again, what felt like an accident starts to feel, well, pretty intentional. And that simple phone call is suddenly turning into a mystery.
And there it is, the question. This isn't just a question, it's a challenge. It is the hook that pulls us right into one of the most masterful opening scenes in the history of film. So, okay, let's break down exactly how it works.
So we start with this Casey Becker sequence. And you have to understand, this isn't just a scene. It's like a self-contained masterclass in how to escalate tension, showing us, step by step, how to absolutely terrify an audience.
The thing is, the writer, Kevin Williamson, he doesn't just jump straight to the scare. He meticulously builds it. He earns it through these 5 distinct phases. Think about it. Each step just peels back another layer of safety. It starts with an innocent wrong number, then it kind of morphs into this flirtatious banter, and then, bam, with one single line, the ground just gives way beneath you. The game weaponizes her love for movies, and the consequence? Well, it's absolute.
This right here, this is the point of no return. That playful tone is just shattered. This one line, pulled straight from the script, it reveals the true, deadly nature of the call. It tells both Casey and us, the audience, that the game is very, very real.
So after that completely shocking opening, the script does something that, at the time, was totally revolutionary. It actually tells us the rules of its own game.
And here, we get the character Randy, the resident film geek, and he explicitly states the script's entire thesis. He makes the characters and us, the audience, completely self-aware of the genre that they are trapped inside of. And these are the core tropes the film is about to play with, and then totally subvert. These aren't just some funny jokes being thrown out at a party. No, these are the fundamental laws of this universe. Williamson is basically handing us the playbook before the game even really gets going.
Okay, so with the rules established, we finally meet our protagonist, Sidney Prescott. And the script, so cleverly, immediately contrasts her with the opening victim, Casey. It's showing us the difference between a character who's designed to die and one who is designed to survive.
So first, you've got Casey. She is presented as the classic horror movie victim. She's friendly, she's innocent, and she's pretty much defined entirely by the immediate peril she's in.
But then we meet Sidney. And her introduction isn't about some external threat. No, it's about an internal one. She's just sitting at her computer trying to study, but she's already dealing with the lingering trauma of her mother's murder from a year ago. She has a history. She has an inner strength.
And this contrast is absolutely crucial. Casey is a blank slate for our fear to be projected onto. She panics, she pleads. Sidney, on the other hand, is this fully formed character, and her trauma informs her actions. When she's threatened, her very first instinct is to fight back.
Now, the killer doesn't wait long to target Sidney, and the attack actually mirrors that opening phone call. But the script immediately shows us the difference. Sidney is not an easy victim. The caller starts with the same game, but this time it is tailored specifically to Sidney. He mocks her for not liking scary movies, using her own words and her knowledge of horror cliches against her.
And just like that, the threat is made personal and immediate. It shifts from this theoretical danger, a voice on the phone, to a real one that is physically present and very, very close.
The reveal is so terrifyingly simple, but you've got to notice Sidney's reaction here. Unlike Casey, who just panicked, Sidney challenges the threat. She opens the door, calls the bluff, and actually forces the killer to change his tactics.
And here, this is when the killer weaponizes Sidney's personal trauma. This isn't about movie trivia anymore. The emotional stakes are raised far, far beyond a simple game, making the threat deeply personal and just unbelievably cruel.
And then, in this moment of brilliant self-awareness, after the other characters just mocked this exact cliché, Sidney does it. She runs up the stairs. And it's a fantastic detail, because it shows that when a killer is actually in your house, instinct is going to trump logic every single time.
So the attack on Sydney, it doesn't end with a death. It ends with a question. And the script masterfully pivots from pure horror right into a whodunit, setting up its central paranoid premise. Look at how expertly the script plants and then just subverts our suspicion. Billy's timing is, well, it's almost too perfect. Then the cell phone drops and we all think, aha, it's him. But just when we're convinced, he's given an ironclad alibi. The script completely throws us off balance.
So by the end of this opening, nearly every key character is a potential killer. I mean, Stu dated the first victim. Randy knows way too much about all the rules. Even Sydney's father is missing, and it was his phone that was used for the calls. Everyone is a suspect.
And what this all really shows is how a great screenplay can be more than just a story. It's a piece of intricate engineering designed to manipulate us. Scream doesn't just ask us who done it. No, it leaves us with a far more terrifying question. If the killer knows all the rules of a scary movie, how do you possibly survive?